Good morning, children. Today, in the previous class, 10 questions completed now. So now 11th question. Exercise 2.2, 11th question. Two complementary angles differ by 12 degrees. Find the angles. Complementary angles. What is meant by complementary angles? We learned in 7th class na? Complementary. Complementary angles means the sum of any two angles. Sum of any two angles is 90 degrees. Then those two angles are called complementary angles. Those angles are called complementary angles. Okay. Sum of any two angles is 90 degrees. Then those two angles are called complementary angles. Okay. So here two angles are, some complementary angles are there. One pair of complementary angles. Two angles. Total is 90 degrees. Complementary angles. Total is 90 degrees. One angle, let it be x. Okay. And these two angles are differ by 12 degrees. Difference between those two angles. Difference is 12 degrees. So, one is x means the other one is x plus 12. Another one is x minus 12 or x plus 12. Any number minus or plus difference. Okay. So, the difference between those two is x plus 10, x plus 12 degrees. 12 degrees is the difference. So, one angle let it be x and the other angle x plus 12. Okay. So, then the total is 90 degrees only na, complementary angles only na. Those two complementary angles. So, then the total is 90 degrees. So, x plus 12 is equal to 90. This is our equation. Okay. Now, x plus x, 2x plus 12 is equal to 90. Plus 12 transpose that side. So, 2x is equal to 90 minus 12. 10 minus 2, 8. Here 8 minus 1, 7. So, now 2x is equal to 78. 2x means 2 into x. So, 2 transpose to right side, 78 by 2. That is 2 3s are 6 and 18 2 9s. So, x is equal to 39 degrees. X means one angle. First angle is 39 degrees. What about the second angle? X plus 12 means 39 plus 12. That is 51. So, the second angle is 51. 51 plus 39 is 90. 39 is the first angle. Second angle 51. Total is 90 degrees. Complementary angles. Understood? Now, next 12th question. The ages of Rahul and Lakshmi are in the ratio 5:7. 4 years later, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. What are their present ages? Their present ages are in the ratio 5:7. Rahul and Lakshmi. Rahul age and Lakshmi age. Their ages present ages are in the ratio 5:7. Ratio 5:7. So, Rahul age how much will be? The ratio is 5:7 given means we have to say Rahul's present age of Rahul 5x years. Let it be present age of Rahul 5x years and Lakshmi present age 7x years. Here what about x? What is x here? When the ratio is given, we are saying like that. Suppose the ratio of boys to girls in our class is 2:3. Boys to girls are in the ratio 2:3 given suppose. Immediately we are taking as number of boys 2x, girls 3x like that. length and breadth are in the ratio 3:2 in a rectangle. So length we will take as 3x and breadth we are taking as 2x. From 6th class you are doing like this. What about x here? What is x here? Why you are taking as x? What is x here? Why you are taking like this 7x to 5x like that? Means, suppose, see for example, in your class there are 20 boys and 16 girls are there. In our class 20 boys and 16 girls are there. So, what is the ratio of boys to girls? Teacher asked the question. Boys to girls. Ratio of boys to girls in our class. Means, we are say as 20:16. We will say 20:16? No, should not say like that. You have to change into smallest terms. Simplest form you have to say. So, to change as simplest form, what are you doing? You are dividing by the common factor. So, what is the common factor for these two, 20 and 16? 4. So, 4 5s are 20, 4 4s are 16. So, 5:4. So, we will say as boys to girls in our class, they are in the ratio 5:4. Okay. Here, what you done? You divided by 4. Both the numbers 20 and 16 you divided by 4 na? So, this is the ratio now we got. So, how many boys are there in your class? 5 4s are 20. And how many girls are there? 4 4s are 16. See here, into 4 is there na? That is the common factor. That factor you don't know. For this, in our question, that factor you don't know. If you know the factor, directly we will say the percentages only. So, we don't know the factor. So, that's why that factor only you are taking as x. Okay, you have to find that factor first. Here, the variable is the common factor. The common factor of 5 and 7. Okay, 5x is Rahul's age and 7x is Lakshmi's age. So, to find that Rahul's age and Lakshmi's age, you have to find the common factor. Okay, that is x. Okay, understood children? Now, when it is given as ratio, we are taking like this x only na. So, what is that x? That is common factor. So, now Rahul's present age, let it be 5x years and Lakshmi's present age 7x years. Now, in the question, what is the condition given? 4 years later, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. So, 4 years later, what about Rahul's age? Rahul's age 4 years later, 5x plus 4 years. Understood? And 4 years later, Lakshmi's age 7x plus 4 years. Understood? Now, 4 years later, their total age is given 56 years. So, then 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4. This is total age. 4 years later, their total age. Okay, according to the question, it is given as 56. 56 years. Okay, now we got the equation. 5x plus 7x, 12x. 4 plus 4, 8 equals to 56. Now, plus 8 transpose to the right side. 12x is equal to 56 minus 8. 56 minus 8 is 48. So, now x is equal to 12 into 12, divide 48 by 12. 48 by 12 is 4. Now, you got the common factor 4. Okay, common factor you got 4. Now, present age of Rahul. Rahul's present age 5 into 4, 20 years. And Lakshmi's present age 7 into 4, that is 28 years. Okay. 4 years later you can check it. 4 years later Rahul's age. 4 years later Rahul's age 20 plus 4, 24. And 4 years later, Lakshmi says 28 plus 4, 32. So they total 56. Got it now? Understood, children? Clear? Okay. Next. 13th question. Next, go for 13th sum. There are 180 multiple choice questions in a test. One exam is there, one test. In that test, 180 multiple choice questions are there. A candidate gets 4 marks for every correct answer, and for every unattempted or wrongly answered questions, 1 mark is deducted from the total score of correct answers. Okay, that is the method to giving the marks. If a candidate scored 450 marks in the test, how many questions did he answer correctly? Number of questions answered correctly we have to find. Here total number of questions in the test. Total number of questions in the test 180. Okay, in that few are correct answers. Number of correct answers. He answered correctly. Number of correct answers, let it be X. Number of correct answers, let it be X. And how many wrong answer, for wrong answer and or unattempted questions also, for that also 1 mark deducting. Okay, from the total minus 1 marks antar kada, like that. Here wrong answer, for every wrong answer they are deducting minus 1. Deducting 1 mark from total your score. Like that, unattempted also. We are leaving some questions now. So for that leaving questions also, they are deducting 1 mark. So this remaining all total 180. Total 180 questions. Total number of questions. Total number of questions 180. Out of 180, X or he answered X questions correctly. He answered X questions correctly. So remaining how many will be remain? For these wrong or non-attempted, 180 minus X. 180 minus X questions are he left. Few are left, few are wrong. Okay, understood? If suppose 10 questions are there in the question paper. Okay, in the 10 questions, out of 10, you did 7 correctly. 7 answers are correct. So how many wrong? Suppose you did wrong 2 questions and 1 you left. 1 you left. So total 3 only na. So how to get that 3? 10 minus 7 only na. Either wrong or left. Okay. So like that 10 minus 7 only na, like that 180 minus X. Okay. Now for correct answer, how many marks are giving? Marks are giving for correct answer? For correct answer 4. For each correct answer 4 marks. How many correct answers are there here? X. So for X 4X. For 2 correct answers 2 4s are 8. For 5 correct answers 5 4s are 20. So like that for X correct answers 4 into X 4X. 4X marks. Actually 4X marks he is getting for correct answers. But for wrong answer, for each wrong answer they are deducting 1 mark. Deducting means minus 1. So how many minus marks? Minus 1 into 180 minus X. Okay, minus 1 into here 4 marks getting plus 4. So 4 into X, like that. Here deducting 1 mark means minus 1. Minus 1 into 180 minus X. Clear? 180 minus x questions are, these are number of questions wrong or non-attempted. Okay. So for these, for each question, each wrong answer, each non-correcting and non-attempted answers, they are deducting 1 mark, means minus 1. So minus 1 into 180 minus x. So this becomes what? Minus 1 into 180 minus 180 minus 1 into x plus minus of minus plus x. Okay. So total how marks, how to find total? 4x minus 4x minus of this one only, na? Minus, okay, we will do like this one. 4x minus of this one only, directly we will do. 180 minus x. From this you have to subtract. Okay. Now this is equal to how much he got? This is score, final score. This is final score. Final score, he got 450 marks. So this is our equation. 4x for correct answers. He got 4x marks. From this deducted 180 minus x. So 180 minus x deducted. So 180 minus x you have to subtract. So now 4x minus into 180 minus 180 minus into minus plus x is equal to 450. 4x plus x, 5x. This minus 180 transpose that side, it becomes plus 180. So this is equal to 5x is equal to, now by adding this 0, 5 plus 8, 13, 4 plus 1, 6. So x is equal to 630 by 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10 and 30 means 5 6. So number of correct answers 126. Understood? Number of correct answers 126. Now number of wrong answers, only correct answers, only question. How many questions did he answered correctly? So 126 questions he answered correctly. Understood, children? See once again I will explain. Listen. Total number of questions 180 in the question paper, in the test paper. So out of 180 questions he answered correctly x number of questions. X questions he answered correctly. And the remaining means 180 minus x. 180 minus x number of questions he did wrong. Okay, he answered wrong, or few in that answers, few are wrong answers and few are not attempted answers. Now marks he scored according to the question. So correct answer, for each correct answer they are giving 4 marks. So he answered for each correct answer they are giving 4 marks. So he answered x number of questions correctly. So he got 4x marks. His score 4x marks. But he did wrong also, na? So for this each wrong or not attempted question, they are deducting minus 1 mark. Means deducting 1 mark. So minus 1 into this one. This we have to subtract from the total score. Okay. Total score he got 4x. From 4x we have subtracted 180 minus x. So final score is given as 450. He got finally 450 marks. So 4x minus 180 minus x is equal to 450. Now 4x minus, before the bracket minus is there, minus into plus, minus only, minus 180, minus into minus plus x. So 4x plus x, 5x. Minus 180 transpose that side, it becomes plus 180. 450 minus 180, 630. So x is equal to 630 by 5, that is 126. So number of correct answers 126. Now you can check it. Now you can check it. Total answer questions, number of questions 180. He answered 126 correct only now. So how many wrong? 180 minus x. So find it. 180 minus 126. 10 minus 6, 4. Here 7 minus 2, 5. 54. These 54 questions are in that out of 54, few are wrong, few are not attempted. Now here for these each correct answer they are giving 4 marks only now. So into 4. So 4 6 are 24. 4 2 is 8 plus 2 10. 4 1 4 plus 1 5. Is total score. This is total score. Total score 504 marks. But these 54 you have to subtract now. Why? Because for each wrong answer and non-attempted answer minus 1 is giving. So then 54 into minus 1 is minus 54. This minus 54 you have to subtract from 504. 504 minus 54. Then 0. Here 10. 10 minus 5. 5. Here 4 remain 4. 450 is the final score. Okay. Got it now? Final score 450. Understood? Now listen carefully this video. Okay. Then you can understood these problems. Okay. Next class we will continue remaining sums. Okay children. Listen carefully. These three are new model sums only. So listen carefully. First, for every question, first you have to prepare the simple equation. First, what is the given condition? According to the condition, which one is variable? We have to take that one. You have to think and then make as simple equation. Then after getting the simple equation, you have to solve that. We will get the answer finally. Okay? Understood? If any doubts, you can ask later. I will give you notes later.